Hey folks, Jonathan here. Wanted to show a couple things here. Got it on jack stands. You know, the drive shaft is all done and everything. And we got a little bit of play in the rear end. A little bit of backlash, not, you know, nothing major. So I'm going to start this thing up with it in and put it in gear. I'm actually going to go probably the third or fourth gear. And what we're going to do, I got it up good on jack stands, so I don't have to worry about it going anywhere. We're going to go ahead and do it from in here. We're going to go wide open throttle, and which is still low RPMs because I hadn't changed that yet. And then we're going to put some brake to it, and we're going to see if we can't get the boost to build. And the reason I'm doing this, I want to show you the difference between, you know, trying to rev up and get boost compared to boost under a load. And that's why, you know, a lot of vehicles you can rev all you want with a turbo, and as long as you don't have it under a load, it won't build any boost. You know, I was kind of surprised this one built what it built, but we'll see what we can get out of it. Maybe, you know, we might be able to get, you know, 6 to 8 pounds, something like that, maybe a little bit more. But it's going to be kind of a mess here, me trying to hold everything and do everything here at once, and I don't have the gauge mounted. I've just got it set in here, and hopefully we can get it somehow to where we can see it. And anyway, so this is going to be a cluster here, but we're going to try it anyway. Let me get her fired up and I'll show you. Okay, we got her spinning. You can hear that backlash pump every once in a while. You can see our drive shaft shooting through, front and rear. You know, we dial indicated them in. Alright, let's see what we got. We're actually in fourth gear. So, it's kind of rough to do here, but we're going to try it. Get the camera where we can see the boost gauge. There's no good place to put it. Okay, they didn't have that tightened up. We didn't have it tight enough. Blowed it off. So we was getting at least, it looked like 8 pounds. I couldn't see it real well. Hopefully it caught it on the camera there. But let me get this clamped on and we'll shoot it again. Okay, we got her good and tight. We're going to try her again here. Still in gear. Okay. Well, hopefully you can see the difference of what I'm talking about. We're definitely breaking in the new brake sheaths. They're smoking a little bit, but not a big deal. but that last pull there was in third gear. So you know, the more of a load you put it under, the better it's going to have boost. So I just wanted to show everybody that, because you know, that I remember years back when I learned that, it didn't make a lot of sense to me, but it makes a little bit more sense now anyway. But that's the way it is. So we're trying to get the front clip finish mounted. This is something I'm beginning to wonder. I think maybe they had the fenders welded on whatever this cab was, so I've got to go back in. I cut the other side off, but I got to go back in and cut this off so I can get the fender where it needs to be in place. But we're fixing to get that done, and that way we can at least move this thing out of the way. And we will show you more as I go. Okay, folks, finally moved the truck, moved on its own power. Just pulled it down and out of the way so I can get that cleaned up. Looks like we're going to use the Granada seats, and we'll go down here to them and I'll show you. Okay, I came down here today and looked at these. I was kind of surprised that everybody went with these, but you know, I totally understand. You know, my plans was the S10 seat, but I do like the drink holder, but you know, the cup holders. But I mean, I can put them cup holders in a console in the truck. That's not a problem. And you know, everybody's right. They do look more authentic to the time, even though they're not, you know, that old. But just wanted to show you a few things on it. You know, the mounting's not going to be bad. These are actually mounted flat. You know, sometimes you'll get the outer brackets will be lower than the inner brackets, but these are flat here. I'm sure they're flat on the back too. But something that I didn't realize, and I had noticed on these earlier today, you know, I said that you couldn't lean them back or move them. You know, they slide forward and back just like regular, but the arms are actually on the inside, and you push it back and they do lay back. A little dirty, but they'll clean up really nice. In real good shape. But I didn't realize you could do that. Now, they don't come up any farther than that, but that's all right. But we're going to get these out, and they're almost like a really dark charcoal gray, almost black. But this old car is pretty original and in good shape. This stuff was in the glove compartment. You know, starting instructions and the warranty card with the little metal tag. You don't get, you know, I don't think you get this stuff like this anymore. 10/25, 1976. And right here in Cameron, P.O. Box 3. So, but 76 Ford Granada, there's the owner's manual. Pretty neat though, sort of like a time capsule. But we'll get these seats out, and we'll get them in the truck. Okay, next thing, getting close and getting about time for rat rod build, one day build. So I'm going to get it cleaned up here and get this truck moved up, and we're going to do a few videos on this, on some of the parts. I'm going to go ahead and get the engine started up and running, and we'll check it out, make sure everything's ready to go with it, that big block Chevrolet. And we've got to do some fabricating on the front end that's going in this. Now, just as always, I won't be messing with this truck. Now, I'll probably set the bed off just because it's just sitting on the truck. And when I bought the truck, if you watch the videos, there was no bed on it, and this bed was actually sitting out back of his place. So I've just set it down on it. So we won't clean the inside out or anything like that, or you know, the frame, which it definitely needs cleaned up. But what we're going to do is do some videos on getting the parts ready for this, and get this set up on the concrete and all that for the build. And I've got a couple other little jobs I've got to do, but we'll get at it. And so it's going to be a little bit before we get another video on the 56 or the 63. We're actually in the middle of stripping the parts off the Granada for it to put onto the 63 Falcon. Front spindles, rear end, stuff like that. But so anyway, I appreciate everybody watching, and more to come. Bye.